All right, here we go. Welcome back to Cocktails with James. I'm James, your host, and we've hit episode 12, babes. And today I'm joined by Birmingham's very own queen of chaos, the one who can turn a club into a sermon. She's host of A Capital Buzz, giving us all the Drag Race UK and Canada tea. She's brought a full-on congregation with the Church of YSHEE, and honestly, I don't know whether to blow. I'm dyslexic, by the way, so this is such a hard little bit for me. It's always the hardest bit. I'm going to do this again. I don't know whether to bow, kneel, or just hand over a cocktail. Please welcome YSHEE Black.
Oh, hello, darling. How are you, Babs?
I'm good. Thank you so much. After all the technical difficulty, we're looking good and we're slaying at the moment.
I know, exactly. They tried to pull us apart, but they could never.
They could never pull us apart. All that was happening was we were just laughing at each other and freezing.
Yeah, literally.
That's literally what was happening.
No.
I
know you did.
Don't do that to me.
Good. Years at
Your
university
acting was too good.
Mm.
I know, but we'll get into that. So how are you doing? I know you've had a very busy week. I've seen you in a wrestling ring doing a lip sync. Was it I'm Every Woman?
Yeah. So I was booked for a wrestling, well, like this camp wrestling event. And I didn't know what I was in for, but it was so camp. The gays really turned out. Joe Lycett even turned up wearing some of my merch, and I went, God love you, Joe.
Your merch?
Yeah, of course. Me and Joe are good friends. Name drop.
I love
that. So yeah, it was fun. It was really, really camp. Like I was out camped by the wrestlers, and I forget how camp wrestling is because like the costumes and them fighting or pretending to fight, and they're all like bigging themselves up, and it's like they come out to like Tina Turner, Simply the Best. I was like, this is for the gays.
It is for the gays. Wrestling is for the gays, honestly.
Yeah.
The steroids and the speedos is for the gays.
Babes, it is camp. These men are falling over each other. And I'm like, well, yes.
And then you're going to get into a lip sync. I don't know what's more iconic, to be honest. Were the wrestlers watching your lip syncs?
Yeah, so I did like a little number in between. So I did a little set. And it was just really camp tunes. So it was like I did Whitney, ABBA, Spice Girls. It was really, really gay.
Really gay?
Yeah.
No Beyonce?
No Beyonce, no. I don't think they deserve Beyonce. Let's just leave
that's
it
so fair.
Yeah, let's leave it just with the ABBAs and, the Spice Girls, and let's just have a little camp time. Beyonce is for the more sophisticated palate.
I'm here for that because that's all my palate is.
Well, yes.
Well, yes. So I love to ask the theys, the she's, and whoever else in between, what is the gayest thing you've done this week?
No, I think the gayest thing I've done this week is most likely going to be, well, the wrestling, but tomorrow or the Sunday, whenever this comes out, I've got the finale of my lip sync competition, and that is going to be very gay. That's going to be horrendously gay.
And I think it's amazing because what's it called? Is it the House of the Church of YSHEE?
The Church of YSHEE.
Oh, it's amazing. And you've been selling out, all your tickets are selling out, aren't they? Like that?
Yeah, babes, it's going well. So like this is the first year I've done it in London. I've done it for 6 years in Birmingham, which has been great. Really big event, really good. So this is my first time bringing it to London. And I just think it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be unhinged. There's going to be a lot of church and a lot of gayness. And yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, she's ready. So are you like the host and the main judge?
Of course, but I'm the host and I get other people to judge. So I still look good.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When people...
I love that. So you're impartial.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I'm beloved. No. Yeah.
And you're beloved. Of course you're beloved. Everyone loves you.
Stop it.
They do. You do. I do. Because how did we connect? Was it like back a few years ago because of TV?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because you were on that TV show that I was watching, and I was like, "What is going on here?" And you were just hilarious. And
what do you mean?
So much drama, and I was like, "I don't know how you've got yourself into this situation, like living in these bunkers." I was like, "This is crazy. This is wild."
It was so fun. Because I think you followed me and I followed you back. And I was like, oh my God, she's a really cool, big, famous drag queen. And I'm just a no one.
No, don't.
Which you still are.
That was great. And it only got one season. I was devastated.
I know. Tell me about it. We were all devastated because we thought we were going to be like the next Traitors cast.
Yeah. They came out around the same time, didn't they? I swear they
They
did.
did, yeah. They literally were like bigging us up. They were like, "You're gonna be huge. This is gonna be massive. It's gonna be bigger than the traitors." And then we
Radio
flopped.
silence. Yeah.
We
I don't think
flopped,
it
but it
flopped.
is
I
what it
just
is.
think Traitors was just crazy. Like, I don't think
No, that's
anyone could
true.
have predicted how crazy that show was and still is.
Would you, if you could, would you do the traitors?
Yeah, of course I'd do the Traitors. I'd do the
Have you
Traitors
applied?
quicker than I'd do Drag Race. It's crazy. The Traitors is
I think
popular.
that's I think that's like a sign of the times now, though, isn't it? Because drag has gone so mainstream that like you
Yeah.
should and could do drag and be on the traitors.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. And I think you'd get more population. Your reach on the traitors would be a little bit wider than Drag Race UK. And
It's more
that's and I
mainstream, isn't it?
yeah, it's a way more mainstream. You know what I mean? And you got to think about the audience. You know what I mean? You want to hit the mainstream. It's hard for people to go on Drag Race and then still try and break the mainstream, even though you've been on one of the
Mm,
biggest, queer TV shows that we've got around. Babes, I'm just
yeah.
lazy. I'll go straight for the mainstream. I'll be like, put me on Traitors now. Yeah.
I think you're such an established queen, though. Like a lot of people know who you are. You know, you've got a good
Mhm,
following behind you. You're doing like your own proper big event, doing loads for Pride. That's where
mhm.
I got that. What's the gayest thing you've done this week?
Uh,
Because I was looking at some of your content and you
oh,
were
yeah.
asking people or interviewing, going, "What's the gayest thing you've done this week?" So I thought I'll ask you back. But I
Babes,
think go mainstream.
thank you. Thank you. I forget that, like, because I've just been doing it for so long and I've just been working and working, I just forget that, like, how people interact and also, like, with the content that I put out or I have put out over the
Mm,
years. Like, when I was doing the interviews with the Drag Race girls, like, in Capital Buzz, and it started in, like, 2020, I didn't realize how much reach that they all had. Like, I knew it was far and wide, but as soon as the interview was done, I put my laptop down and I went back to bed. You know what I mean? And then I'd have people at DragCon who like DragCon UK who come over
mm.
and are like, "Oh my god, I love your videos. Oh my god!" And I'm like, "You're from America or you're like from like I don't know Brazil." I'm like, "Wow, you actually watch the content?" And they're like, "Yeah, we love it." And I was like, "Well, there we go. That's a reach."
It is, and it's so mad, isn't it? Because when you do so much content now, you forget, you get so not even obsessed with the numbers, but they're just numbers. They're not real
Yeah,
people. Even if you say, "Oh, they're from Brazil or Australia or
yeah,
whatever," they just seem like numbers. And until someone
yeah,
says, "Oh, I love your content," you're like, "Oh my god, you're real."
yeah. Literally, I was just like, "Wow." But yeah, it's crazy. I love it. I don't mind
Yeah,
it, to be fair. I think it's great. More attention for
I
me.
think it's great. More attention for you. And do you think, since we're on the topic of Drag Race, so we'll get on with it and get it out. Do you think being a Rude girl is as big as it is now as it used to be, or do you think
I
it's
think
sort of
Well, I think it is, but at the same time, you've got to realize you've got to have can the UK, for instance,
handle
sustain
you?
yeah. Yeah, I think it is big. I think it is a really big thing to still be on track to go on Drag Race. I just
Mm,
don't think the UK queer scene can sustain so many reality TV stars coming out each year. Because you really got to think about it. The UK is very small.
mm,
Everyone knows everyone, and and everyone who goes on Drag Race, realistically, 90% of them work drag full time, which means they know everyone in the bars. They do everything. They see everyone and they meet everyone. So really, when you become a reality TV star, things change. Your wages have to change. Everything has to go up.
mhm,
And you have to really compromise if like, can your normal bars afford you now going from 250 a week to 600, you know what I mean? Or 700 for the same thing, because the same people are still going to the bars. When
yeah,
what's happening is we're no longer bringing in really that much more people than we were before. So very difficult. And also, another pet peeve is that we don't go over to the States. All the American girls always come over. They're always over here every other bloody week. Hey,
taking my
I want to
money.
go to New York sometime. I think the UK girls should go over or
Mhm,
do international gigs as well. Because ever since I started drag, the US girls have been over since what,
mhm.
2016, 2017. They're always over here. And what we're doing is we're always allowing ourselves to like be the, well, who's going to open? This girl's going to open. When actually we're good enough to go over to the States, to go over to perform, like as much as they've been over here as well. So yeah, I think if that were the case, then yeah. But also now we don't get a tour. Like the Drag Race girls don't get a tour anymore, and they don't get like the same privileges that they had in the earlier seasons of Drag Race UK to make the money back that they spent on the race. So it's like, what am I getting out of it? You know, it's a risk.
It's so true. You don't think
Yeah.
about it, do you? Because you just think Drag Race, TV, fame, endless
Yeah.
gigs. But there's some drag queens that I'm quite actually really good friends with from the recent
Mm.
season. That I think it's season
Mm.
6, and I'm surprised that they're not busier because of
Yeah.
who they are and their talent. But it's
Yeah.
again, it's that saturation, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, it is. And because all of the girls are talented, each and every
Oh yeah,
single
all
one
the
of them.
girls.
And I'm like, how they're not really getting, you know, the fame. But then again, you look at like acts from like season 2 or season 1, and you see what happened with they've skyrocketed. Some have, a handful. Then you look at the same season and others haven't, you know what I mean? And it's so interesting to see the dynamic. And also, like, I think we were like, the UK was disillusioned by going, if you get on Drag Race, you've made it. But that's not the case. You know what I mean? You still need to hustle. You still need to work. You just need to get good management and find out where you want to go.
And why do you think not everyone gets as popular as others?
Because some people aren't made for reality TV. And it's who was I speaking to? Danny Beard. Danny, and he wouldn't mind me
Love Danny
saying,
Beard.
love Danny. But Danny was saying, Drag Race, 90% of the show, you're out of drag. And it's only on the runways that you're actually in drag, that last little segment of the show. And so really, 80% of the time, you're out of drag and you have to be you, and you have to like speak to camera, and you have to do all this stuff, and you have to be a reality TV star or personality. And then the added extra is your drag. You know what I mean? Because your personality can be great, and you have a great personality, and your drag can be a bit hokey pokey, but you can still be loved because what you've done is you put in all the work throughout the episode to be that funny girl. And then it translates on the runway. You're like, oh yeah, the drag's a bit, but she's really funny and I love her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so true, because the drag could improve, but sometimes personality can't.
Exactly.
And it's so true that you don't think about that, do you? That 90% of the show is all about personality over the actual drag form and creating that storyline and the drama and who's who of drag, I guess. And that's such a good point. Well done, Danny Beard. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, Danny Beard. You see, you are smart in there somewhere.
I met Danny Beard a few weeks ago. It was Cardiff Pride, so I don't know what he was doing, but I was in like one of the oldest gay bars in Cardiff, and I was walking in, and he was walking out, going back to his hotel, and I was like, "I love you, Danny!" Just screamed, "I love you!" And he was like walking across the road. It's like, "Yeah, I love you." Just walking off.
Danny, I love Danny. So nice. He will say, "I love you," and then he'll just turn around and go, "Who the fuck was that?" Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know what. Yeah, I can imagine that. It's just some random Welsh person.
Yeah. No, I love Danny. I love Danny so much because not only is he still amazing, still striving for the best, he always really does uplift the community still. I still feel that Danny is one of the, I know she's not a local girl, but I feel like she supports us and what we're doing, and she really tries to shout us out and give us some spotlight. I think I did like Big Brother later live once with her.
I saw you on there.
With her and the Viv, and she just, for the first few minutes, just shouted me out, and I went, "That's so lovely, Danny. That's so nice." Because you didn't have to do it. Do you know what I mean? You're working, you're busy, but you're able to give out a moment. I think that's what Danny Beard does so great. That like actually, she does give time to the girls, and she does give back, and she does support. I think she's great. You can edit all this out, by the way. I don't want to know any of this.
In the back of my mind, I'm like, right, this is great social media.
I don't want her to know anything.
Going. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to say how much we hate Danny Beard. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, Danny Beard.
Yeah, but it's true, isn't it? It's like remembering where you were throughout the entire career. No matter how successful you'll be, you don't know who you're going to see on the way back down, potentially.
Exactly. And this is what I mean. Like, we're all pigs in wigs. Do you know what I mean, darling? Like I
No,
said,
you're not.
congratulations to my season 7 sisters. I love you all so much, but honestly, you're all pigs. And actually, I, I hate you all the same. And that's love. You know what I mean? That's true love. There's
It's
no
true love. If you
fame here,
actually hate
darling.
someone,
Yeah, I will not treat you any different than I treated you last week when I said you looked a mess. And even now you're on telly, I'll still say you look a mess because I love you.
and you
There
only
we
want the
go.
best.
Exactly. It's consistency. No one likes somebody who wants to kiss your ass now you're on telly. Tell me the honest truth. You know what I mean? I think because I'm from Birmingham and we're also foul-mouthed to each other, that just translates to love.
You don't have a Do you know what though? That's one of the surprising things about you is I didn't know you were from Birmingham until doing
Yeah.
my little research about you, and you don't have a Brummie accent at all.
I know,
I
yeah.
personally don't
So,
think.
which is hilarious because my mom is from Birmingham and she never wanted me to have a Birmingham accent. So when I did like theatre or I did school and stuff, I'd have like voice lessons and stuff and articulate a bit more. Yeah, I know, crazy. I know. And my mom's a Brummie. She was like, "You ain't gonna have that accent," and I went, "All right."
I don't want you to sound like me. That's so
I know,
funny.
no, crazy. So yeah,
So you have what? Is that is that the word
it was just more like just like
elocution?
when I was doing like my theatre training in college and stuff, we'd have like voice lessons as well as acting lessons, and I'd just be a bit more in tune with the vocal lessons and how to like
Ah.
pronounce words and to speak on stage and to phonetically say things. Even though I sound like I smoke 40 a day, even though I've never smoked in my life. So very that.
Honestly, gagged. That's a clutch of the pearl moment. That is because yeah, that is. I was gonna.
I'm just too busy shouting all the time. I think I've
I
shouted
gotta
so
say,
much in my life that like my voice went, nah, it's time to bow out.
are you a good singer?
No, not really. I do want to learn how to
No,
sing, but you never know. One day I might just be like, you know what? I want to learn how to sing now, and then just go for it.
because you're gonna need that
Right.
singing lessons to the Rusical one day.
Well, true to be fair, you know what I mean? I might as well start learning how to sew as well, because
Do
that's
you not know
always
how
going
to
to
sew?
come up.
I don't know what.
No, I don't know how to sew
No,
because it's just
I
not come
don't
up.
know either.
That it's a bit too much. I have to be dedicated. I have to sit down and be dedicated. I'm like, do
Yeah.
I want to go out with my friends or
Mm.
do I want to learn how to sew? And always go out with my friends. Now I'm getting a bit older. I'm like, maybe I should just learn how to at least turn a machine on.
And how old are you?
17.
Okay, turn this podcast off now because
34.
fuck off. Are
I
you?
know. Oh, yeah.
You look so good.
Yes. Thank you.
You
That is
do.
a response. James, I'm coming down to Wales now. That's the response.
And doing what?
Off camera, we'll find out. For that compliment, thank you very much.
No, you do. Honestly, I was expecting you to say like, 'cause I'm 28, so I turn 29 in a
Yeah.
month, and I'm so sad because I'm saying goodbye to my 20s, right? I was expecting you to say like, maybe 27,
Yeah,
26.
it's because I act a fool all the time, so it's very that. No,
Personality, yeah, personality keeps you young.
it does, but I think 'cause I don't feel 34. To be fair, when I turned 30, I didn't feel 30 at all. I still felt like I was in my 20s. It was only until I hit 31 that I went, oh, I'm actually in my 30s now.
Yeah, you're like, well, I'm not going to go backwards.
Yeah, there's no going backwards now. Like, this is it. Like, the next year is 32. The next year is 30. I'm in it. I'm in it. So, yeah, I think being in 30s is great. You're going to have your struggle from your 27s to your 30s, 31. You're going to struggle. You're going to be in pain. Saturn's returns going to kick your ass. It's going
I'm
to
in my
kick
Saturn
it hard.
returns. Have you seen my tattoo? I got a tattoo. I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah.
It's got a Saturn on it. Hang on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah,
There it is.
very nice. There we go.
I got it recently because I'm in my Saturn returns era.
Yeah, you are, babes.
Phase.
You are. The life lessons are coming at you thick and fast, babe.
Do you know what? They are coming in thick and fast. Do you want to know why? Because I had a dream about my ex, right? My only one and only ex, so I fucking can't stand this. I know, right? And I had a car crash with him, right? He was in my car last night, really random. We had a car crash, and there's blood all over the car, all over the wheel. And he just turned and looked at me and was like, "Well, that was your fault." And I was like, "Well, no, it wasn't, because we were just having a whole argument. It was some sort of life lesson in my dream about like taking responsibility."
Wild. Yeah, babes, that's wild. I don't think I've ever been in a car crash in a dream, but that's crazy. Yeah, it's honestly.
And then all of a sudden, go on.
Were you fine? No, were you fine? Carry on. Were you fine? All of a
Oh,
sudden,
sorry, I was going to say that all of a sudden we were on a cruise ship together and the cruise ship turned upside down and then it flipped back over. And then all of a sudden I was like, fuck, am I going to be done for drink driving? Which is why I ran that man over. It all coming.
yeah, I think you should just stay away from dreams with your ex because catastrophe happens every time.
Every time.
Every time. It's a warning sign, basically, just saying this man is bad news and not just for you, for everyone around you in that dream. Yeah, stay away.
Absolutely.
Stay away.
Are you very spiritual then?
I love my astrology. I do love my astrology. I'm an astrology girly. I am a Cancer. Love that. Rising
I love
Aries.
Cancers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Rising
they're
Aries.
the best signs.
Cancer Sun. What's the other one? Taurus Moon. Taurus Moon, yeah.
I love how you know that. I have to check Snapchat.
Yeah. No, I learned it when I sorted it. What star sign are you?
Guess.
God, you're so long with it.
No, because you had a clue, because my tattoo is my astrology sign. My star sign in astrology.
You're not. No, I know what Libra is. No, that's not you.
No, she's not a Libra.
Are you like Capricorn, Sagittarius vibes?
I'm Scorpio.
Scorpio, because we're water signs. You are trouble, ain't you?
I am.
You are trouble, ain't you? A Scorpio.
We are.
To be fair, we do get along. We do get along very well. But you are trouble. You're the crazy water signs.
You haven't seen Psycho till you've seen Scorpio Psycho.
Absolutely. And I've never seen it, so thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
I'll be in my shell if you need me. Thank you very much. Lovely.
Because you're a crab, aren't you?
Yeah. We like our little...
Yeah. I love Cancers. My mum and sister are both Cancer as well.
Really? I love that. Okay, so you've been nurtured by the best sign. Lovely. Yeah. Raised by the best. And summer babies, we live. I love a good summer baby. Yeah.
I love a good summer. I just don't like Leos.
You don't like Leos, ding. Is it because your ex was a Leo?
No, my ex is also a Scorpio.
A wild scene.
That's why I'm still having dreams 4 years ago of the trauma.
Yeah, trauma. It never ends, don't like Leos. I like Leos. I just think like confidence. I just like the fiery flair. I just like to look at the fire. It's very fun.
That bit's fun, but it's when they try and make everything about themselves, when sometimes that spotlight isn't on you, baby.
Sometimes. I don't mind that because I'm a drag queen. So I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm surrounded by loudmouth cross-dressers, and we're all delusional anyway, because we all think we're the best. No drag queen will ever, no working full-time drag queen will ever tell you that they're not good enough or they're not great. We think and know that we're the best. I'll walk out in this shake and go pussycat wig, and I'll still think I'm the best thing since sliced bread, baby. You can't tell me nothing.
But that's why it's your full-time career.
Exactly. I'm like, listen, drag queens, we are delusional to the highest of highs. Yeah.
I love Delulu. I love being Delulu, honestly.
Babe, we are Delulu all the way. And I love it. I love a drag queen who thinks that they're the best thing since sliced bread, but they do it in like a really fun way. And like, it's not like overbearing, you know? Like someone who's like just confident with it. And it just
And you have to be, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's that really famous quote by Gaga? There could be 99 people in that room, and if only one believes in you, then you're going to make it. And you only need to be that one person.
Exactly. You need to be that one person. And that one person is yourself. There we go.
Exactly. Because the only person who's in here is you.
Yeah.
And it's all that super analytical stuff just needs to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
And go in with your dreams.
Exactly. Some people have probably got a few more voices, but you know, that's their own. Also, I know we're doing this podcast about a little bit about me, but your hair plant your journey.
My hair plant?
Your hair transplant, that's it. Journey. Crazy. The fact that you were like wearing a wig when you went to do the show. Couldn't believe it. Not a soaking clock. I wasn't gagged and gooped.
I know, you tell me. Listen, the first thing I thought was like, right, if a drag queen follows me, please, I just hope they don't say that my lace front was shit. No. They were expensive.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. This is crazy. But no one
And
could
I've got my
clock.
last wig in a bag. I'm gonna get it for you now. Hang on. I've got it in a bag. So when it goes into my museum, I'm gonna put it
Get
in there. Hang
out
on.
the wig. Get out the wig. Come on, wig. Yes, wig. You
I love how
better
you're just
wig.
entertaining everybody a second. Hang on.
I know. Listen, that wig is probably probably better than mine. It's probably better than mine. Actually, to be fair, maybe send it over to me. Yes,
Come on, wig. Let's get sick.
it's the same wig, man.
Yeah, honestly, Gags, I've kept it because I did a podcast last year for someone after my transplant. I was like, I'm gonna take my wig. But yeah, this is
Wow, there she is, honey. Yes, puss.
perfect hair color.
Perfect haircut. Not a soul can clock. That is puss.
They're
Yes.
fucking expensive.
No, I can imagine. Was it more expensive to have those than it is to actually just go overseas and have it done? I live.
I didn't go abroad. I stayed home
Right.
because I didn't want to go abroad. I just couldn't imagine being on that plane after a hair transplant.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
They have to
But
keep
yeah,
you
so
there a few
mine,
days, don't they, anyway?
yeah, so mine expensive. It was £6,500.
Bloody hell.
I need two. I need to have another one. If I
Yeah.
do that, I need my crown
Yeah.
done. That's all I gotta
crown
say.
done, yeah.
You can see that, but I'm 6'4". Not many people look at the back of my head unless they're actually behind me in doggy.
Yeah. I'm just making a mental note.
Yeah, you can make a note.
Yeah, you are very tall. I think we met at the a drag race thing, maybe season 6.
Yes, we did.
And I was like, oh god, you are tall, ain't you? I went, fucking hell.
Was it season 5?
Yeah, it might have been season 5. Yeah.
It was season 5. I remember doing that for season 5. But yeah, that's the
Yeah.
wig story. But thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Like, there's days where I love it. There's days where I'm like, "Ooh, did I make a
No,
good
but
decision?" Because
honestly,
I
it's
sometimes
great.
look back on my pictures and think, I'd love a wig. I'd
But
love a
no,
wig.
honestly, no one could clock. I was absolutely gagged and gooped. I went, you are?
I could not
I love
wait
it.
to put out that fucking social media post. I was like, I have a wig.
And everyone was gooped. I was
They
like,
were.
wow.
I just couldn't wait for the content. As soon as I started wearing wigs, I was like, one day I'm gonna tell this story. It was
Yeah.
content in my head for 4 years.
Did you just not tell like the vast social media that you were just wearing wigs, or did it just like come out that was like, do you know what I mean? I'm just like gooped. I'm sure people knew, but like social
The
media
only
wise,
people that knew was like obviously very close friends and family. I went to work. So my first ever wig, right? I literally once the hair starts to fall out of a wig, it obviously doesn't come back, does it? It
Yeah.
doesn't grow. So I rocked up to like having basically a wig, like a pussycat wig, the one day, right? Because it was like it looked very thin because of the hair.
Yeah.
Because I used to have a big quiff
Yeah.
when I had a wig, and then the next day after going and having another one fitted, I walked back in with this bouffant hair, like I'm back, I'm ready, and people were like, "What have you done with your hair? I like what you've done." I was like, "Oh, it's just fiber powder. Don't worry, it's just fiber." So I don't know if anyone believed it, but social media, I hid all the words, anything to do with wig, hair, toupee, bald.
Really?
I hid anything so if any comments went on social media, I could filter them out.
Wow.
Just because I thought it's my personal thing that I had to deal with when I was younger. When I'll tell people, I'll tell people. The worst thing about wearing a wig, right? You may or may not know this, is literally when it comes to having intimacy with a man,
right.
when they go to touch the back of your head and there's a little bit of a seam at the back, isn't there, where it touches like the natural hair.
Yeah.
So I would whenever a man would go and touch the back of my head for whatever reason, whether it's the gluck gluck or a kiss, I'd stop them and I'd say, "Don't do that, it triggers me."
Which you're not lying, but wow.
Because they're like, "Oh, why don't you like it?" I'm like, "Oh, it's really triggering from past experience."
Babes, God bless you. Yeah. Well, I don't really get with people in my wigs when I'm in a wig. So I did it once,
Oh, good.
but that was early days. Like that was early days when I didn't know.
And how long are we talking?
No, we're talking
how
like
long ago was that?
2017. Like, but
Nearly
like
10 years then.
Nearly 10 years.
2020.
Don't make me come through here and punch you. Nearly 10 years. Yeah, you said that with your chest. That's wild.
I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. And that's what makes it even worse. Yeah, I think it was wild. Yeah. I think it was like a little threesome situation. Don't ask me what I was doing in full drag in an evening gown with men.
I would like to ask what was going on.
Well, it was a staff party. It was a staff party, and my drag mom put me in the gig for the first time, one of the first times, and I was feeling myself. I felt the transformation. I was feeling puss, and me and one of my work friends, was sort of like we were trying to find something to do after the party, and then we stumbled upon some guy, and then we just started making out with this guy, and then went back to our mate's house, and we were all in it together. I was still in drag, and I got halfway through, I went, "Oh, actually, I think I should take this off." And I started taking it off.
Earrings.
Yeah. Wig, I went, "Why am I wearing this? Why am I wearing this?" So yeah, crazy.
Wigs everywhere. That was my one fear, was just my wig going off at any point. Just flying off.
Yeah. That's different for you because you wanna keep it on. You wanna keep it, babe. I was like, let me take this off now. Take these off. Let me get out this dress. It was a lot easier because I wasn't wearing pants back in the day. So like now I'd have like my pants on. I'd have to like corset, and I'd have to like, and these would get in the way. I wasn't wearing any of those before, so it was literally like as soon as the dress came off, that was it. And the tights.
You were ready to go.
I was ready to go. So that's the only time the wig was on for a brief moment. Apart from that, absolutely not.
Absolutely. Because some queens do that, don't they?
Yeah, well, listen, some queens do. Some queens have relationships, and they like to keep the stuff on. Not me, but they
whatever
do.
Your fantasy is.
Hey, you live your life, sister. You live your life and you get your good.
I just like to keep my socks on. Is that weird?
Not really, but I would think it would like add to a bit more heat. I don't know. I just feel a bit more like it depends. No, I'd take my socks off.
You take your socks off. I love nothing more than a fresh pair of Nike long white socks whilst you spread. Do you know what I mean? So I love it. I just love.
You're a socks in bed type of person, then? You sleep with socks on?
No. Just when I have sex. If I'm going for a hookup, if it's with a partner, no. If it's hookup, I like to keep them on, and just in case I need to get my trainers on and go.
Oh, just so you know, you can get out of the house. Just wild scenes.
Wild scenes.
I live. That's so funny.
Oh no, well, good. I'm glad. Honestly, nothing more than a pair of fresh white socks. I love. So I would love to talk briefly. I know we've spoken loads about. We're not doing anything about Drag Race anymore because we've done all that. So that segment's gone. It's about you. So where and why did YSHEE begin?
So I was always a performer. Loved it. Acting, directing, loved it. And I did it at college and uni. And then when I moved back home to Birmingham, my friend, there was like sort of a resurgence. He worked at a nightclub, like in the offices, putting on events. And one of the resurgence of Drag Race was coming in, like season 4 of US. And so more drag was happening in the nightclub. So there were 4 drag queens who were door whores in this nightclub, in Nightingale.
Did you say door whores?
Door whores, yeah. They were door whores, yeah. So basically they just stand on the door and be in drag and work for the venue and walk around and just be a drag presence. And, shout out to my homegirls, China, Lacey Lou, Queenie, and also Jack Oliver. When Jack does like makeup now for Trixie Mattel. So he's come a long way. Wow. Jack is a really good makeup artist. Really great. But the roots are in Birmingham. I'm getting wrecked. I'm getting paid about 40 quid and free drinks all night. So by seeing all of these like amazing artists on the doorstep of our normal club, loads of people just started turning out in drag. And I remember seeing about like 5 or 6, 7 people turn up to the club just in drag. I was like, whoa, this is crazy, because I'd never seen anything like it before. I'd been going out to the scene for a few years. This was the first time I'd see people come out in drag. And then my friend was like, who basically put the drag queens together, were like, oh, why don't we do like a performance night? And obviously I'm big, I'm loud, and I can host. I just didn't know how to get into drag. So one of my friends, who's now my drag mom, put me in drag and I hosted the night. And that was it. And I was like, okay, it happened once every 2 months. And that was it. But I wasn't doing drag any other time. I didn't really want to be a drag queen. I was just doing it for fun. I was using my mum's church outfits from her closet. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I
crazy.
love that.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. My mum didn't, but she didn't know about it. She
That's
didn't know
so
about
funny.
it.
She obviously knows
Crazy.
now.
Yeah. She knows now. Yeah, of course. But yeah, hilarious. The thing is, how she found out about me doing drag was through the BBC. Right. Listen to this. So, Birmingham Pride 2020 something. The BBC interview me. I'm going through a friend just about drag, and I thought it was going to go on BBC Three. Now, my parents, my mum, they don't watch BBC Three. You know what I mean? It's for the young kids, right?
Yeah.
So I was doing this interview, and then I mentioned that my parents didn't know I did drag because I didn't think it was going anywhere. But obviously, the BBC ran with that, didn't they? So imagine I'm now stepping onto the Pride float. It's like, I don't know, 10 11 a.m. in the morning. The guy who interviewed me run up to me and goes, YSHEE, what? I've gone with the interview. I've gone with the parents don't know they're doing drag. It's going on BBC One, not BBC Three. I'm like, right. Who gets a notification about this story? My mom on her phone. Drag queen doesn't know, parents don't know.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. And my mom messaged me while I'm on the Pride float, bear in mind. And I'm like, everybody Pride, yay, let's have a good time, be yourself. My mom's messaging me like, we need to talk. And I'm like, ah! I'm having like this panic attack. It's crazy. But like, she was fine with it. She was just like, she said that when I said in the interview she wouldn't watch it, it was true because at the time of filming, I thought it was going to be on BBC Three. So she wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
But apart from that, she was fine with it. So I got outed by the
Good.
BBC. Hilarious.
That's a claim to fame.
Yeah, you're
And many
telling
other
me.
things now.
Don't worry. When I decide to go on Drag Race, I'm going to find the BBC person in charge who said, yeah, let's do this. Why is she not on the runway? Because she's storming the offices, getting her lick back. Yeah, that's why.
She's suing everybody for the trauma.
She's suing everyone. Everybody.
You're going to find camera 3 and be like,
yeah,
we've got a thing to discuss, BBC.
We're going to think, I'm here to discuss things. Don't care about all of this. Rue can wait. I'm here for the jugular. So yeah, so that was how they found out. Then I started like doing it more and more and more. And I did a competition down in London, Lip Sync 1000, which was great because like everyone was started. So Bimini was in it, Crystal from season 1 of Drag Race, Frida Slaves. So many amazing people were like in this competition. And they're hilarious. Were in this competition. And we were all so young. So this was like our first time like really doing a drag competition. So obviously I lost. Graham Norton was one of the judges. Wild.
What?
Graham Norton was like one of the finale judges. I know. And he told me to pull my tights up, which I found hilarious. And but he did say after my number, he was like, I would like an hour show of YSHEE Black. And I went, to be fair, Graham, fair play. So would I. And that's so when I returned back to Birmingham, they were like, do you want your own night? Do you want your own thing? You could do your own competition here in Birmingham. I was like, yeah, Church of YSHEE, let's go. Because no one had gone out to do a drag competition in Birmingham. So I was the first one to go out and to represent and to do it. And it was like a big thing. So they were like, do you want your own night? And I was like, yeah, go on then. And then that's how the church started. Crazy. And then since then.
And then here we are.
And here we are.
And everything else obviously amazing in between. Do you feel like
crazy?
Because you said then you were the first sort of Queen of Birmingham to go and do more like a competition. Do you feel like YSHEE has helped form Birmingham Drag Race in a way?
Well, yeah, a little bit, because obviously there were older queens on the scene, but they were already established, they already had their own thing going on. And I think what happened with drag or Drag Race and my doing competitions, it helped people get into drag and share their art, which I think is very different. I think like the older queens already had their stuff going on, but they weren't necessarily always holding the door open for everyone else because it was very new and we were all very young. So I think the competition was the right time for people to start out to grow. So like the first year, we had 25 finalists. bear in mind, no one had done a drag competition in this scale in Birmingham before. So what happened was we had loads of acts who are now in Birmingham, who are now doing drag. So after the first season, we had like 30 other drag performers that the scene never had before. So we were going from that and we were growing and we were all actually at the same time growing. There wasn't a hierarchy. So I was like still figuring stuff out. And so were the people in the competition. And so all my drag friends. So we were slowly together over the years building our drag careers or our drag, look and aesthetic and whatnot while having fun. I think in other cities like London or Manchester, there always has been like a hierarchy. There always has been somebody else above and you're going into it quite fresh. But in Birmingham, we were all in it together at the same time. No idea what we were doing. We were just out here to have fun. I was out here to have a good time. And that was it. Like being bastard in Birmingham, not really caring about the look, but having the personality and have fun. We're the bastards of the UK scene. We are.
And that's what it is, isn't it? It's about fun. You're just all bastards in a wig and hoping for the best.
Exactly.
And giving your talent.
Exactly. Everyone else takes drag a bit too seriously. But Birmingham, we don't care. Let's just have a laugh. Are we entertained? Are we having fun? You know what I mean? Those are like some of the core things of Birmingham. Obviously, nowadays, you do want to have a bit more look or a bit more edge and polish to your look, but you still got to keep it, fun, entertaining, stupid, silly. And I think that's what I've cultivated, and that's what I want my legacy to be, if anything, that like I was there when there wasn't a Birmingham scene and drag around, to now there are new kids on the block and they're having their own events and they're doing their own things and they're running stuff. That's to see the progression, and it's just normal that it happens. No one thinks about it any other way. So I think that's great. I think I was able to do that. But don't worry, if I tell them that, they'll call me a talentless rat, and that will be that. Well, they're my drag sisters. So
yeah. And I love that attitude though, because it probably can be a really cutthroat industry, isn't it? And there's always someone fresh and new coming up who's like who grew up on RuPaul's Drag Race. But there's probably queens that are probably coming into the scene that didn't grow up on Drag Race and probably have so much different in terms of talent that they can give. And I think that's good that it's just fully accepted.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the majority of the queens now who have been on Drag Race or haven't been on Drag Race grew up without Drag Race. You know what I mean? So you look at like the Cheryl Holes or, Danny Beard or, other queens. We didn't grow up. Who? We haven't spoken about it. Just some random pub singer. We didn't have it, so we didn't expect anything of it. So we just continued being idiots. I don't know how it would feel nowadays. Now drag is on the scale that it is, because the drag is everywhere now. How it feels to be starting out. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd feel more intimidated. But then again, I've always wanted to be an actor. And acting has been around for ages, and there are so many films, there are so many styles, there are so many different levels of, performance. You've got theatre, or you have, film and TV on very different stages. And I never felt anxious about wanting to get into that industry, So it's interesting.
And it's so true, but there's enough space in the universe for everyone in whatever you want to do. There really is.
Don't worry.
All right, no.
They could stop. Don't worry. You can stop drag now. I want the gigs. You can stop now. There's not enough room. Get out. You can leave now. Thank you. Leave your shoes because they're nice.
That was going to be such a wholesome moment from what a therapist said.
It was, wasn't it? You really thought.
Fuck off.
You really thought it was going to be wholesome, didn't you? Yeah. No, don't be silly, darling. Not round here.
Well, okay. We're gonna move swiftly on because you've had your moment. We're going to do a quick fire round of cocktails. Fun, shady, okay?
Okay.
Right. I'm going to ask you a question, and you just need to say what comes off the top of your head.
Okay.
Okay? Just not that wig. I can say it. I can say
you
it.
You can say, you're my wig sister. Okay, you can say it. You've got rights.
I can say it.
Okay.
I've got rights, yes. Worst drag disaster.
Worst drag disaster. I lost my wig in a taxi once, and yeah, I lost my wig in a taxi once, and then I had to go do the number in like a cap, but the taxi driver was bringing the wig back around, So he brought it back round and I got out of the taxi. I went to do my second number.
And what did he
Very
say?
bad.
He is the shake and go, bitch.
Yeah, but literally, his hand went out of the taxi, the front window, and I went, "Thank you."
That's so funny. Like, drag queens, they live the best lives. That's so
We do.
iconic.
We are chaos, mama. Chaos.
That is iconic. Okay, what have we got next? We have got best tip for a baby queen starting out.
Have fun. You're gonna look a mess, so have fun. Just go out with your friends and roll around the streets and have a laugh. Because honestly, polished. What's being polished? It's boring. When you're starting out, at least have a laugh. Go roll around your friends, get drunk, lose a shoe. You know what I mean? Have fun.
Have a threesome in a wig.
Have a threesome in a wig and then tell the story because that's funny. Yeah.
Nearly 10 years later.
Nearly 10 years later, and I'm still telling that story, milking it for all it's worth. Absolutely.
Exactly. A song that you've never lip synced to again.
God, I'm a bit older than you. But do you remember Stacey Orico? No.
No, I don't know who she is.
No. See, that's the same reaction I got when I lip synced to it, and only a small amount of people who are my age will remember that song. So I tried to perform it. I know. So that's crazy because there's not much between us, but there is when it comes to terms of like songs that like came out in this like niche period. If anyone out there remembers Stacey Orico Stuck, that's the song I did. And it was iconic. And everybody looked at me like blank faces. No one cared. No one cared. No one's like, what song is this? So I've never done my Stacey Orico mix, even though I love it to pieces. And only one or two people love it. Go and I'm going to send you the
Maybe you could start doing it.
No, I'm not going to rehash it out again. It's too much trauma. Okay. But I'm going to link you the song. And you'll love the song because it's a bop.
Dream character you do on Snatch Game.
A dream character I do on Snatch Game. I'd love to perfect Alison Hammond. I would love to perfect Alison Hammond. I love Alison so much. And she's a Brummie girl as well. And when I used to work in the cinema, I used to serve her and her kids all popcorn and drinks. And I love her so much. I would love to perfect Alison Hammond, like find her point of view and like what makes her really, really funny. Because she's such a big character. She's huge. And I just try and like find the point of reference and then go with that one day.
Alison Hammond. Can you give me a snippet of your Alison Hammond?
What? Would I love to interview Alison Hammond? Yeah.
No, could you give me a snippet of your Alison Hammond?
No, it's terrible. Because I'm still trying to work it out. And plus, I can't give everything away.
True. What I'm envisioning in the future, right, is if ever you do get on Drag Race, when, and you do your Alison Hammond, I think you could do Alison Hammond interviews Alison Hammond.
Love. Get some Connect 4 out and start just playing with myself. Connect 4 with Beyonce. Hilarious.
Yeah, no, you were actually into the Alison Hammond.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, as Alison Hammond. Babes, that's the goal. Babes, that's the goal.
You as Alison Hammond interviewing the real Alison Hammond.
Alison Hammond. Let's put that into the universe now.
We have just put that into the universe. I did not mean you playing Connect 4 on your own.
No, well, I mean, that's also very funny.
That's also very... But that's what you're going to put out on the Snatch Game table.
Yeah, on the Snatch Game table. Yeah, Connect 4. Yeah, I love Alison. She's great. I've met her a few times and she's lovely. She's so down to earth. I love that.
Worst Snatch Game character you've ever seen?
Worst Snatch Game character I've ever seen. There's been a few bad ones. I think someone did a really bad one on season 6, and I was just like, the UK one. Someone did a really bad one. But the first person that popped to mind, and I hate to say it, the first person that popped to mind was Tia
Danny Beard again.
No, Tia Coffee. Yeah, Danny did all right. So Tia Coffee's Mel B was terrible in season 2. That it was bad, and she knows it was bad, but that's okay. But what I will say is she did send me her Snatch Game audition tape, and she did Kate McCann, and she should have done Kate McCann. Maddie McCann's mother.
Maddie McCann's mum.
Yeah, maybe they didn't let her do it, but because she should.
Brave.
She sent me that, and that was really funny. Yeah, the BBC. Mad. They don't want what they want. You know, they want a drag show, but they don't want a drag show, do they?
But Tia did save it when she did her second Snatch Game with the Queen,
yeah, of course, with the head, the Anne Boleyn head, whatever that was, Henry VIII's wife. Yeah, she was great. I think the whole season was just Tia redeeming herself. and then winning money.
Ash.
I mean, that's the
Exactly.
way
Well,
to
she
do it.
did.
If you're gonna
That is the way to do
do
it.
it that way, darling. Yeah,
I'm
fair
being
play.
RuPaul's favourite.
Absolutely. Tia, you did it well, darling. Don't let
did.
these other rat bags talk down about your drag, because you're the one laughing, walking away with the winnings.
And I love her music actually as well. Some of the music, like
Right.
when she released one of her like EPs, loved it.
Yeah.
Great for the gym.
Honestly, great. And I didn't even know she could really sing like that, but like, well, fair play. And I've known Tia a while, so I was like, well,
Well,
fair play.
I love that.
Yeah. Go on, get your money.
Okay, what have we got? Let's do one more. Get your money, sis. Get your zhuzh.
Mm,
Done that one. Some of these are a bit shit. I don't know why I've written some of these. Oh, yeah, sorry. You just when you don't even make notes of stuff.
yeah.
Okay, let's just do one more Drag Race quickfire. Sorry.
Okay.
Which Drag Race runway theme would you absolutely slay?
I would absolutely slay Hometown. Right. I've been thinking about this for a while. So we've had a few Birmingham queens on, and they've done like chocolate, or they've done like the bull ring. But Birmingham is also known for like its like very like mechanical aspect of like cars and stuff. So I was thinking of doing something like very of the blend between fashion and like mechanical runway. You know, something that was very different, but very like sturdy and like very a little bit masculine with a touch of femme, you know, something around that, because no one's really touched it. They want to do like the bull ring, be a bull like something Wong, or do chocolate like Black Pepper did for Cadbury's. But I think
Oh,
something
yeah.
that's really not talked about at all is like Birmingham and its cars and stuff, and like the Industrial Revolution and stuff like that, which I think could be
I love
really
that.
cute. I think only one person did something like that, and that was Cherry. But like, apart from that, no one ever thought about it.
And is the word that all the queens like to use, is that avant-garde?
It's so avant-garde. If you haven't got a Lee Bowery runway, are you really doing Drag Race? If Lee
And
Bowery
can you
isn't
educate me? What the fuck does that mean?
Do you not
Avant-garde.
know who Lee Bowery is?
No.
Like the
I
artist. Jesus Christ, these kids. I will send you. So Lee Bowery is this famous queer artist, and his
Okay.
looks. You will know his looks because his looks are everywhere. They're great. They're very popular. I'll send you a link, because and then you go, oh, that's who it is. Or you would know the artist's name, right? And on
And
Drag
that's why
Race,
people say avant-garde.
no.
Oh.
Avant-garde is a type of. Lee Bowery does avant-garde, but so do loads of other people. So avant-garde is like a genre of like
And
art.
what is that genre?
It's
If you-
very
like,
outside of the box, weird, kooky, plays with lots of big things in terms of like shapes. And it's just very, if fashion is very slimline and very forward, avant-garde is all over the place. It's, you
Okay.
know, Charity Case does a bit of avant-garde in the way that she does her horror.
I
You know what I
see. I
mean?
get that.
It gets a
Yeah.
bit like crazy, ooky, weird. Cheddar Gorgeous does a lot of avant-garde
Yeah.
things. Those are the types of examples, you know. If a horror is fashion, then Cheddar Gorgeous is avant-garde.
I see. Okay, love that.
Yeah.
Thanks for
I
educating
love
the
how I had to
girls.
break it
Oh,
down
me.
for you.
You could just see my brain just like being like,
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll send you the link as well. Don't worry, I've got a list of things to send to you.
you've got that singer.
Yeah, the singer, avant-garde, Lee Bowery. Open up
That's
the
it.
schools again. Somebody open up the schools, please.
All right, don't read me. So we're almost done, by the way. But do you remember I did a little post about the confessions?
Yes.
And I'm so pleased you shared it.
Yeah, of course.
I am going to be completely honest with you. I'm gutted. Hardly anything came back this time.
No.
I know, because the last few I've done, right, I've had loads of things.
Well, it's just racist.
Loads of things.
So it's just racism.
Yeah, the majority of them that came back to me were just literally comments, admiration about me. honestly, you're really sweet and handsome. And then another one was, I have a secret crush on you.
Well, listen, if your fans are your fans, well, they obviously open up the schools.
No, but I wanted it to be for you. But there is the only one I got right. You're gonna die when this came through, because I laughed and thought, "Fuck's sake, I'm gonna read it out of the pod and just see what she's gonna say." It's so bad. It's not. If it's like, mouth is gonna be on the floor just because it's a bit vulgar. I can't even read it. Okay, I once farted directly into my boyfriend's mouth when he was rimming me. I was too relaxed. That was all that came through. So we're going to say that, because we spoke about him so much, we're going to say Danny Beard.
Danny,
Thank you for that.
thank you, Danny, so much. That's crazy. Wait, fart because he was too relaxed. Wow. Wow.
Obviously, there's a little bit of air going up there when that tongue's doing its thing. So obviously, just let it go back.
Right, but right, if that happened to you, would you stop or would you just be like, ignore it?
Right, honestly, if they made me aware that I would stop. If they didn't, I would swiftly move off and just do something else for them and push
Okay.
past it.
Okay. Yeah. Push past it. Yeah.
What would you do?
I'll try and push past it. But the way my brain works is that it would take me out the moment. And then this is all I could probably think about. And so, like, it would just ruin the moment for me. The way my brain works, my brain would go, did this bitch just fart? And then I'd go, no, he didn't. Wait, I think he did. And it would just take me out the moment.
And then it's
So
like
I'd
that.
have to realign myself. Yeah, I'd have to realign myself really quickly because otherwise it's a wrap. I'm so sorry. We just laugh about it in bed. It's just a wrap.
Yeah, it's something you'd have to have a laugh about. You have to really close.
Yeah.
If it was a hookup,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a different story. But if it's relationship, fine. Hookup
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like, that's why the socks stay on. Quick exit.
You need to go back to the socks, baby. We don't know what could happen in these streets. Yeah, absolutely. You're in and you're out. Yeah.
They are.
That's crazy. And the fact that that was the only one is hilarious, though.
I know.
think
I
that's
know,
funny.
isn't it?
I'd rather have
Iconic.
that one
But
funny one.
there is one that I did get, which I want your opinion on. This is for
Okay.
a few weeks ago, which I haven't used.
Mm.
So it says, I've been having an affair with my best friend for 9 years now. Him and my boyfriend get on really well together. My best mate got a boyfriend last year, and now all three of us sleep together, and my boyfriend still has no clue.
So the boyfriend and the person writing in and the best friend are sleeping together.
Yes, for 9
The
years.
boyfriend doesn't know.
Yeah.
Now the person who's sleeping together now has a boyfriend.
And now they all have threesomes.
And now they all have threesomes, but the boyfriend over here still don't know nothing.
Yeah.
That's just dump the boyfriend. Just dump the boyfriend and just be in a little throuple if you think it's that deep. Or tell your boyfriend, and then you all can have a gangbang every time. But he won't tell him because he knows he won't say yes to it. So it's better to keep the boyfriend out of the loop because he's like, oh, if he finds out, he'll disagree and it'll cause a whole palaver. And actually, they just want to keep it secret so he can still have his cake and still eat it.
And exactly.
And still eat it. But also,
and if you were in that situation,
if I was in that situation, listen, it would be a wrap for me. I would have to tell my partner. I would just have to. It'd be crazy not to. It's one thing, cheating and sleeping with somebody else, but then having another boyfriend into the mix and it becoming a whole other thing. That's crazy because why is the person you're sleeping with so confident to bring his partner in, but you're not confident to bring your own partner in? You see? So if it were me, I'd have to tell the partner. And then just let the chips fall where they may.
Let the drama unfold.
Or just break up with a partner, because if you want to be single, then be single.
And do the decent thing, right?
Do the decent thing, or decide to be in an open relationship. You know what I mean? Because we can be in open relationships now. It's,
People can be.
I think healthy people are in open relationships. I think it's great to have that communication. Yeah, I like the people that I know in open relationships have been together the longest, and they have this open communication, and it just works. And I was like, yeah. So every relationship I've seen has just been really positive, a lot more positive than the monogamous gays that I know. You know what I mean? Running around doing the most. They don't want to talk about anything. They just want to sleep and be like, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. It hasn't been for me.
No.
But I don't. If that's your bag, then go take it.
Exactly. It's not for me either, really, I don't think. But yeah, if you want to do it, do it. I just want like independence in my relationship as well. I'm a free spirit as well.
Free cancer spirit.
And this is a lot, you know what I mean? So if you're coming on board on
And
this
then
shit, you need to learn how to sail.
that's the most random thing. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm going to wrap up really quickly, but I did just find the one about RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay,
I
come
don't
on
know if
then.
you
Let's
saw
hit me with it.
this. I'll see what you think of this. I did just find this one.
Okay.
So it says, a RuPaul Drag Race US judge slipped into my DMs.
Mm.
We spoke for a few months on and off and asked to meet
Mhm.
me in London. I live in Scotland with a Scottish flag emoji. He paid for my flight and we spent the weekend together and fucked. And then ghosted me after I said I wouldn't take a job as his PA.
Yeah, it's a wrap. We don't mix business for pleasure, darling. You don't shit where you eat. Fair play to
I wonder
the
who the
Drag
judge
Race judge.
was.
I wouldn't know who it was as well. He comes down to London. I wonder. I don't know if it's many. I don't know if like Carson or who is it? Who's the other one? The hilarious Ross Matthews.
That's the hilarious Ross Matthews.
Hilarious Ross Matthews. Come down. Could have been like a. I don't know. Could have been anyone.
Unless it was like a one-time judge. We obviously don't know.
Yeah, one of
but
those one-time judges, like Todrick Hall, for instance. Todrick's in London all the time. He like does burlesque, so he could have flip-flopped. You know what I mean? But first of all, why would you want to be their PA anyway? What's the tea? Because then you become part of work, so you're not gonna you're not gonna enjoy yourself. You're not gonna be having fun. You only got there because you're shagging the boss. You know. So really,
and sometimes getting to the top is fine like that. I honestly have no.
yeah,
That's the way you get to the top.
No, yeah, there's a difference. Work for the company first, pay down roots, then shag the boss and move up. I don't think you can just shag the boss and then get in the company. That's wild. That's wild because we don't know what qualifications you have. We don't know what you're bringing to the table. You know what I mean? You want to skip the queue. You want to go straight to the top, which is fine. But maybe you ain't going to go that way. Work for the company, get in your own merit, and then shag the boss. Don't go straight to the boss and think, hi, can I have a job after his cum still in your asshole? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's nonsense. You think he's going to turn around and be like, yeah, of course. Obviously, he said no. Shag was shit. So there we go. Now you're a shit shag and you ain't got a job. How do you feel? Devastated.
And that's not going to be a reference you want.
And that's not going to be a reference you want. Period. Period.
And that is the advice from this week's Church of YSHEE.
Yeah, thank you. Get a job on your own merit, then sleep your way up. That's how everyone has done it in the past. If it ain't broke,
T-shirt.
fix it. Yeah.
Merch
coming out soon whenever I can be bothered. I think that's my whole life.
Funny. But honestly, it's been amazing. Thank you so much for giving me your time. I know you're busy and I appreciate you getting into drag and obviously getting this all organized. So I really appreciate you coming on and sharing your talent.
For you, anything. I love the work that you're doing. I love that you're out here. You're just pushing yourself forward and that's what we got to do. I admire the hustle. Love the hustle, love the drive. And yeah, we definitely need to do some stuff when you're next in London or I'm in Wales. Yes. I've done Cardiff Pride before, so we need to hook up and do something.
We do.
ASAP.
Something in person, yes, which would be good. Yeah. Although, just before we do go, can I say how funny it is that you were like, I'll just come down to your little studio. And I was like, you do not live in Wales. And you were like, yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I went, I'll just come to the studio. That was a bit better because my connection is terrible. And you're like, I live in Wales then. I guess I won't come over then.
Right? And then all of a sudden I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, right, okay, I'm sure there's a few studios that I will hire out. If they want to come down, I'm going to get a studio.
No, I can't believe it. Very May. What, are you just in your house now then? This is it.
Yeah, this is my little home studio. Yeah, obviously I do other stuff which is filmed by here, but yeah, it's where I am is wow. Yeah. Oh well, the requests I keep getting, I might as well fucking do it.
Well, listen, sometimes the people want what they want.
People want what they want, but they can't have it.
I know that's right. For a sophisticated palate. Thank you. Yes.
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 You also. Honestly, this is so good. But yeah, thank you so much. So, where can everyone find you who's listened today? Give us all your socials.
All my socials. You can find me YSHEE Black, YSHEE Black, like my skin color, on Instagram, Twitter. You can follow the Church of YSHEE. If you follow me on Twitter, I am a menace. I want you to know that. I make it my job to be a menace online. And yeah, I'm just around London, but also I travel loads anyway. So travel to Birmingham, Manchester, Glasgow, Leeds, anywhere and everywhere. I love it. I love to perform. Brighton. So if you want me anywhere, let me know and I'll probably travel to you. Wales. I hosted Cardiff Pride. That was great.
It's
So
so
yeah,
good,
I've done it
isn't it?
all. Yeah, babes, I loved it. I loved it. So yeah, I'm not one of these girls that sticks to one place. Because wherever there's a feat, there's me. Thank you. Why is she black? Star on the rise. Star on stage and screen.
I
Internationally
love that.
ignored.
And Pussycat Queen. Pussycat Wig Queen.
Always. I love a good pussycat. The girls will read down a pussycat wig until they get one and they realize how good they look. And then they're like, oh, it's fine. It's only when it's on me, it's an issue. And that is racism. So yeah.
Pussycat purr for you, meow. Isn't there a lyric somewhere?
Yeah,
Purr
there's a
for
lyric.
you. Purr for you. Can't do it.
We've
But
lost
honestly,
our
thank
mind.
you so much. I appreciate
No,
you
thank
so
you,
much.
babe. I love you so much,
Right.
and I appreciate you.
Right.
And babes, when we see each other, we're gonna get shots at the bar.
Please, that would be good. Be good fun.
Thank you very